Assembling AJ Manufacturing's Char-Griller, William Hovey Smith, 2014. I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting and also the forthcoming book Profit that will tell you how to make $1 million or maybe even $1 billion using your own creativity.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman, and we have something fearsome coming up. A some assembly required kind of job. Well, for some years I've been making out with a little grill like this. Well, it's nice and handy and convenient, but you can't cook very much on it at the time. So, we have got us a bigger one, considerably bigger. Now this assembly in the box weighs something slightly over 100 pounds. And it's been sort of maturing here on the workbench for about a month. So it is now time to do something with it. Well, they say this is what it's supposed to look like. Well, we shall see. So we are going to tear into it, bosun's knife in case you hadn't seen one, and see what we have here. It is so heavy it didn't really do very well in shipping. Okay, so what we got here? That looks to me to be a grate. Okay, well, that's a part for later use, obviously. All right. Here we have another leg. Okay. Yeah, there's the bottom. This thing supposedly has some wheels on it somewhere. We haven't got down to that level yet. Clank, clank. Now we get some heavy stuff. This looks like the fire grate. No. Serious cast iron pieces. The main body of the grill itself. And at long last, top lid. So now at least we have all the parts exposed. Well, except for the small stuff. But you know, the devil's in the details. All this stuff's supposed to put together somehow. All right. So they say. What that racket was is the geese that I have been hunting have added insult to injury by flying directly over the house and very nearly in range. But, okay. Now my experience as a military engineer tells me that you don't really do the guy thing and build the spectacular top part first. You build a foundation, and then that's when you do the top part. And they're kind enough to give us our connecting parts here labeled. these take 7/16. All right. So we get our socket set up for that. Okay. Now we have some braces that go from side to side. And that is this one. Attached to outside of legs. This side should face out. All right, that looks pretty obvious. Outside of legs. This side should face out. As night falls on Whitehall, we have the basal section of the grill assembled. Now the significant things are the padded bottoms go to the rear. You have this grate here, and it is best to attach that to these legs before you cinch down these, because you really have to move these limbs considerably to get this to fix. Similarly, the wheels you put on last, because you need the flexibility to line everything up. But now at least we are this far. And it's still pretty wiggly, as you see, because none of these bolts are cinched down. But we're going to leave it that way for the time being until we get some more things on it. Now we have attached the firebox actually to the base of the grill and tighten it down. So we're starting to make things a little more stable now. But remember, all these bolts here are not so loose yet. And we put in the liner for the interior. Okay, so it's now looking actually something like a grill. We've now installed the shelves, but the next bit is going to concern a fair amount of work on the hood. Well, it's getting dark, it's getting cold out here, it's about freezing. So I'm going to take the hood inside and warm up and finish it up there, and then when I get all that assembly completed, bring it out and put it on the grill tomorrow sometimes. With some jockeying, we found out that actually the flanges on the hood fit on the outside rather than on the inside, so that made things considerably easier. And there are two cotter keys that go in. Right there. And right here. Okay. So now your hood is held in place. Good. And we have the thermometer, and we have the damper. And the damper is offset a little bit from center, if you're wondering. Yeah, that's as it should be. But so far, so good. Okay, we're getting close indeed now. We have the dampener here, right chair. All right. And a washer. Right there. Washer on the inside. And a nut. Right. That turns a little resistance, okay. So that's in there. Have a bracket here for actually holding this bottom grate off the bottom. Goes in here, and then you pull it up and you hook it where you want it, like that. Okay. Over here. And you hook it up where you want it. Like yay. Okay. Alright. Now, we have some other miscellaneous things. This, for example. With much to do, we now have our hood attached. Now this warming grate, this is where those 2-inch nuts and bolts go in, right here. And then the arms go down like this and attach to the body of the grill, so that when the top closes, indeed, the grate folds up and out. So, okay. So that's how that goes. Now, we still haven't gotten in our goody, heavy cast iron grates. Now this is what you actually do the cooking on. And these go in stacked like yay. And lo and behold, they actually fit. And you're also provided with a little grate lifter, so you can lift a grate out without having to touch it. Well, so of course these things are going to get hot. So, we did it, guys. Yeah, really did. Not quite done. We have a few extra parts. Yeah. This cute little thing holds a can and goes underneath to hold the grease strippings. Okay, that's what that's for. And they did send us 2 extra nuts. Okay. So they allow you to lose 2 nuts. More than that, you're in trouble. And what it required for tubes was 7/16 socket and 1 large screwdriver with this right here. Okay, so that's it. So what we're going to do now is take it outdoors and actually put a good hot fire in it and burn off all of this protective grease on the inside, and so we can cook on it tomorrow. So we're going to have some fire. Yeah. And we're also going to see if this thing will fit through a 36-inch door frame. We shall see. So now it's in travel mode. What?
For the burnout, we just used some pecan limbs and twigs that we picked up out of the yard.
Not wanting to waste all of this good energy, I'm going to sterilize some potting soil. So I'm going to open the cover right quick. Okay. Alright, that's looking good. Retrieve a grill here right quick. Now these are getting to be good cooking coals. Oh my, they look good. Okay, we put our potting soil on to cook. There. Now I don't know if that rack's going to close or not. It may not. Well, it does. Okay, good. Now it says it's 300 degrees in there right now, but it'll climb pretty quick now that the lid's off. What I'm finding, if you're working with the grill, and since this one doesn't have a firebox, if you want to add some more wood, you need to leave one grate off. So that'll give you a way you can easily put some long wood in there, like I'm doing now, and start up your fire again if you find it's going flat on you. Our dead people dirt is doing good, but I still want to give it a little more time to make sure that every one of these weed seeds in there is killed. And now we've recovered the extra grate, and we'll put it in a safe place so it can cool off. For now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
Among my other prize-winning books are Extreme Muzzleloading and also Practical Bow Fishing, which are available as both softcover and e-books. Now, the new book, Profit, examines the premise that everything in human experience can be turned to profit by an inventive mind, and how you can start your own million or billion-dollar business. And I have 2 videos up that tells you how to become involved. Now, using this video and manual, first-time assembly is probably going to take about 4 hours, and 4 hours for the burnout, cool down, and cleanup. So, do this the day before you actually need to use this grill for best results. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 375 videos, go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.